Every strong business begins with a vision. With roots dating back to 1973, OSV Group was formed by local business owners committed to improving access to quality goods. In 2016, 8 businesses came together, united by experience, expertise, and a shared vision. As part of our continued regional expansion, OSV Group proudly introduces OGL Grenada Limited. OGL simplifies sourcing for local businesses, offering reliable solutions, competitive pricing, and timely delivery through one trusted partner. OGL Grenada Limited, supporting growth, powering progress.
This summer, your plans don't have to wait. Take that dream vacation. Experience Carnival like never before. Invest in your education. Renovate your home, or finally tackle those big plans you've been putting off. With the Ariza Credit Union Awesome August Loan, you can borrow up to $75,000 for any purpose. Dream bigger, travel farther, learn more, improve your home. Whatever your goal, we're ready to help you get there. Visit any Ariza Credit Union branch, apply today, and turn your plans into reality with fast, convenient financing and the trusted service you have come to expect. Ariza Credit Union, your financial freedom, your future. Loans are subject to approval. Terms and conditions apply. See us for complete details.
We search for brilliance, looking far, asking wide, not realizing it's been right here all along. Makers, storytellers, dreamers shaping color, rhythm, and vision into something only Grenadians can create. But for too long, we've been working in the dark. Hidden, overlooked, out of reach. Until now, Goka's Creative Directory brings everyone, creatives, businesses, and the community into one connected space. Find the artist who understands your vision, the jeweler whose craft speaks for itself, the storyteller and musician whose work reflects who we are. Visit us at creativeaffairs.gov.gd. Your next collaboration is only one search away.
Of course, we'd like to say hello and welcome to another Mikey Live program. My name is Mikey Hutchinson and we are coming to you live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean. We have a few things to talk to you about. We are hearing about eyewitnesses' claims that they have seen that they saw the woman who is now missing out at sea, swimming out very far. And they asked her if she was okay. And she said she was. She has not been seen since. All right? And those persons made those comments publicly on social media. And so the RGPF had a press conference today, and they outlined a timeline, as it relates to the missing woman. Today there was the launch of the National Suicide Prevention Hotline, and that was really good. Yeah, it's currently on our page, so after the program we want to encourage you to go check it out. Police confirmed that a man was found hanging at Guava State, I believe it was Guava State. We didn't hear about it, but the question was asked at the press conference today and it was answered. We are getting an update regarding that sunken vessel in Guyana. Captain and others charged, crew members charged. with murder. We'll talk to you about that. We have a few other things to comment on, to talk about. This is Mikey Live News Discussed, Not Told. Headlines brought to you through the kind compliments of Courts, Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, Well Value IGA Supermarket. We've got the Superb Distributors. We've got the Ariza Credit Union and all our other sponsors. We're happy to have you with us, including OGL. Welcome aboard again, and we're happy to have you. We're taking a really short break, and we'll be back with the news.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Welcome to the future of shopping with Real Value IGA mobile app. Now, your favorite supermarket is right in your pocket. Whether you're a student, a busy parent, or in the diaspora shopping for friends and family at home, a Yachty, or a Grenadian, our mobile app has you covered. Shop online with our mobile app from anywhere and enjoy free delivery to St. George and St. David. Or you can pick up your groceries in-store, hassle-free. Convenience, savings, and a seamless experience in Grenada. All right here at your fingertips. Download the Real Value IGA mobile app and start shopping today. Real Value IGA, bringing the supermarket to you.
Request, pay, ride. Dash makes getting around easy. Dash, rides that fit you.
Yeah, so let's get straight into what's making the news. Right, so the police, they hosted a press conference today, and they were talking about, Miss Waddell, the woman who went missing. Now, let me just tell you this. Persons have shared accounts on social media claiming that they saw the missing woman who was swimming a considerable distance from the shore before she was reported missing. According to the post, people on jet skis approached her to check on her and at least to find out whether she's okay or not. And they said, they offered her assistance or a ride back to the shore, but she reportedly gave a thumbs up to claim that she's okay and, she was fine, so she declined to accept any help. Now, these accounts have not been independently verified by our news house. However, the question was put to the police today as to whether or not they're aware of these claims from these eyewitnesses. And, as old people will say, lo and behold, the police say, yes, they are aware of those claims, and they have interviewed the individuals making those claims. So at least we are not the only ones with that critical piece of information in this, what some would like to call a mystery. But the police have outlined, a chronology of events leading up to her disappearance. And again, I just feel like all those information should have been put out to the public long before. Why? Because I think the absence, as I said before, of such information created a narrative that probably no amount of information right now would be able to fix, because we can assume that the people who that information went out to are now looking on and will be able to be updated. But that's just not how it works. We can't assume that, okay, people are going to hear about this, people are going to see this. The truth is, some people would have seen this for the first time, or would have seen whatever they saw the first time about this woman missing in Grenada. They say Grenada again, that the place where the two tourists go missing and they charge these guys for killing. So, you know, but still better late than never. We are hearing about the chronology of events. All right?
Our investigative activities.
No, I don't want the investigative activities yet. I want the chronology. Yes, I don't want that yet. We'll come back to that, but let's take the chronology first.
For the benefit of Ms. Waddell's family, the Grenadian public, and the international community, I will now set out the confirmed chronology of events leading up to the missing person report presently available for public release. Mrs. Waddell arrived in Grenada from Miami on 11th July 2026 on board American Airlines Flight 1546. She was accompanied by a female friend. During the first 10 days of their visit, they stayed at a resort on the western side of the island. On July 21st, 2026, they relocated to another accommodation in the south of the island. The following day, Wednesday, 22nd July 2026, surveillance footage recorded the following movements. At approximately 11:36 a.m., Mrs. Waddell was seen walking towards the jetty. She later sat on the sand near the jetty. At 11:46, she was seen on the jetty. She removed her towel and remained dressed in her swimwear. At 11:51 a.m., she entered the water. At 12:04 p.m., she was seen swimming beneath the jetty. At 12:46, her traveling companion was seen walking towards the jetty and later returned alone. Mrs. Waddell was not seen on surveillance footage returning from the water. Investigators have also received several eyewitness accounts indicating that she was seen swimming in the open water. At 5:50 p.m., her traveling partner reported Ms. Waddell missing to the South St. George Police Station. That report triggered an immediate police response, including an initial search of the premises, the surroundings, shoreline, and desperate searches of all of the areas in and around that resort. On Thursday, 23rd July 2026, the Royal Grenada Police Force issued a public missing person alert seeking information from the general public and from persons operating within.
Yes, right? So thank you very much. And so that is basically what the police is currently working with. Thank you very much, sir, for that update. And of course, we also heard from the Commissioner of Police regarding the investigative process.
Our investigative activities. The investigation is proceeding along a number of connected lines of inquiry. Investigators have obtained and reviewed available surveillance footage. Witnesses have been identified and interviewed. Investigators are reconstructing Mrs. Waddell's movements leading up to the time she was reported missing. Relevant locations have been examined and reported site scenes continues to be assessed. Information obtained from the general public was also recorded, evaluated, and assigned for investigation. Inquiries have been made with the relevant persons and entities, and those inquiries are ongoing. Digital material, photographs, and video recordings obtained from persons within the relevant area are being reviewed. The investigative team is also examining whether any person, vessel, or vehicle moved to the relevant locations during this critical period. All information received is being assessed alongside the established timelines, available surveillance footage, witness accounts, and the findings from each search operation.
Thank you very much, sir. And it's important to note that the police did confirm that all of our belongings were retrieved. And for those of you who are viewing abroad, so that is to say to you that our belongings were unattended for an extensive period and nobody don't touch nothing. Because you know why? We are an extremely safe place. Grenada is one of the safest places in the world. There's a few bad mind people, like everywhere else. Why? I don't know. We're different. Yeah? But the reality is that we are a safe place. And of course, we also had utterances to this effect coming from the chief of police. And they said he was going to change the name from commissioner. Did I hear that? Yeah, I think a couple of years ago. There was, that they were going to great change from commissioner to whatever. Anyway, I don't even think that it matters though. But he, of course, he took the opportunity to reiterate why we are still a safe place.
Violent crime continues to be on a steady decline. This is demonstrated by the following figures. In 2024, we recorded a total of 16 homicides. And with our deliberate efforts and our strategic plan and comprehensive security alignment with trends and events from across the region, we saw that figure taking a further dip in 2025, moving that figure down to 10 homicides. And as of today's date for the year 2026, we have recorded 3 homicides. Should this trend continue, we are likely to end the year with figures significantly lower than those recorded in previous years. The 2025 period was quite a watershed period for the Royal Grenada Police Force, as we recorded the highest number of crimes solved nationally. And I want to re-emphasize, the year 2025 was also a watershed year for the Royal Grenada Police Force, as we recorded the highest number of crimes solved nationally. That level of performance and commitment has continued into 2026. Nevertheless, we continue to face challenges. Our principal concerns remain that of property crime, including stealing, housebreaking, and damage to property. Many of these crimes of opportunity are crimes of opportunity, and we continue to encourage the public to take responsible, precautionary action to secure their homes, businesses, vehicles, and other personal belongings. Beyond these broader crime concerns, the Royal Grenada Police Force is also actively pursuing a number of serious matters currently under investigation. Yesterday, the police executive met with a team of serious crime investigators assigned to these matters and received a comprehensive briefing on the progress made to date. In relation to the wider security environment, there is no intelligence at this time to suggest there is any threat to carnival activities, we continue to monitor the regional threat assessment provided by our regional partners and are assured of its continued support in analyzing threats posed by regional and international actors that may have implications on our national security. Before I turn to the overall carnival security posture of the force.
All right, and of course, due to the interest of time, we'll probably do the carnival because the carnival thing was a whole different, thing. So we could probably do the carnival part another time. But he's saying that Grenada continues to be. I mean, we already know. It's just some of us hope the bad, or hope the worst for our own nation, for our own selfish reasons, and that's just the reality. Yeah, I just have my own thing on how we should handle crime and crime-related information. I've seen a difference in how the police is managing crime-related information, and I just don't agree with it. Maybe they have something that they're working with that they think that is working for them. So you will always hear me talk about it and respectfully disagree with the strategy. But that is not to say that we don't work together, in ways that we can. And of course, because at the end of the day, we all want the same thing, which is a safer place for Grenada. Yeah. We've been getting a lot of complaints from the public relating to things that has happened, and they're not hearing about it, and they feel like it has been pushed under the rug and not getting the level of prominence publicly that it deserves. And so you'll find people are asking your family members, is there something going on? And I'll explain. For example, you would, in the past recent, 3-4 years ago, you would find that if, for example, someone is found hanging, the police will be very aggressive in putting out that information. And I'll tell you why it's important to do so. It's important to do so because the police relies on the general public largely in solving crimes. And you sometimes see or hear things and do not know how to put it in context until you hear someone else talking about it and say, oh, that song that I heard, because you're in your bedroom sleeping. You hear a sound. Oh, what was that? Something fall? It sounds like something heavy. You go back and sleep. Tomorrow morning you wake up, you hear, 3 people died, or so. Or there's a missing vehicle. Let's roll that back. There's a missing vehicle. Nobody can find the missing vehicle. It's been 5 days. Now that you hear about the missing vehicle, you say, hey, I wonder if it could be that noise that I heard behind my house or the other day. And you go check and you see the vehicle there. And so that is how information works. That's how things work. You call the police and say, hey, I heard a song. And then the police go ask you, okay, what time did you hear it? What day? And then the police is able to know, track back and, put pieces together in order to solve these crimes. So if things are happening and nothing has been said, then I think it creates a gap in solving crime. It does create a gap in solving crime. I mean, that's a given. So one, it creates a gap, and 2, it sometimes causes, when incidents happen, right? You have been told to rely on the relevant authority. And if the relevant authority doesn't say something, you interpret that as it never happened. 1 or 2, you would say, okay, well, the police hiding thing. They're covering up. And we have seen that incident, whether it is John T's death, whether it is Nealon Franklin's death, whether it is Mr. Lansapine. And one thing you don't want is for people to start thinking that the police are covering up crime, or they're covering up serious crime, or they're corrupt. This is what happened to one of our neighbors. You have to remember what created the landslide of crimes, where it started. And it started when people lost confidence and trust in the police force. And that institution was labeled as corrupt. And so then it became a we against them kind of thing. And to this day, then people trying to curb this thing, and they just cannot have one of the highest murder rates per capita in the world. One of our neighbors. And so we cannot treat our own place in isolation. We just have to guard against what we have seen and proven to work, and what we have seen to and proven to not work. And in my humble opinion, omitting critical information for whatever intent or purposes is not always in the best interest of national security. Nope. Nope. There's one standard that needs to be met. Whether or not the public has a right to know. And it has long been established that yes, they do. If my neighbor was discovered hanging 3 days ago, then I ought to know. Then I have a right to know. Because me knowing that can as well help the police in investigating that very incident. Okay? I might be able to say he was found hanging. Okay. Well, based on what I heard last night, or what I heard day before, you see where I'm going with this? You understand? So, anyway, I'm telling you, and I can show you, but for the sake of privacy, I probably won't, that we have had people who are messaging us, people who are contacting our newsroom to say, Mikey, or hey, this has happened in my community. How come I have not heard it in the public? How come you guys have not reported on this matter? How come the police have not reported on this matter? You understand? For example, this particular incident that I'm about to highlight, we were contacted by a concerned citizen who is very skeptical of the police. I am only telling you the truth. They are skeptical. In the last week, we have had 2. And they said, hey, the one had to do with an individual that was found hanging in St. John. You know nothing about the thing? And of course, in order for us to report on a matter, we must receive that information from 2 sources. 2 sources at least. We received the information from that individual, and then we made some other calls. Today, the same incident was brought up in the press conference, because I'm guessing these persons have also contacted other newsrooms, and the police acknowledged that they had information relating to that incident.
Responded to what appears to be a hanging. We did an autopsy that confirmed that it was a hanging. That is all we're prepared to say at this point. We are continuing to investigate this matter. Whether the hanging was the action of the person hanged or some other motive or intention is yet to be determined. That matter is also under investigation, and as I indicated before, there is not very much we want to say until we've concluded on that investigation. I can
Thank you very much. And then the other incident happened to do, I'm not sure if it was brought up in the press conference. I wanted to attend this press conference, to be very honest with you, but it came simultaneously with, well, you know, the regional 3-day Windward's cricket tournament is happening. We were already scheduled to live stream this, and we have been doing so for the past 3 days, and it is very intense. And of course, all my attention was there. So from there, I rushed home to listen to some of the press conference. Have not been able to get all of the details. But one of the other incidents that was brought to our attention happened to be, as we discussed it last evening, was two deaths that have occurred as a result of vehicular incidents. So that might just be classified as road fatalities, even if you did not die immediately on that road, right? But I have not heard or seen anything about these two incidents that have happened in recent times. I'm not sure if any of you saw or heard anything about that from the press conference. I just wish. But anyway, you know, and so all these things, it worries me. Yeah, it worries me. Because I know the police do a damn good job in investigating matters and solving crimes and all of that. But if there are certain strategies, and not all the time, not every time, you'll get it right. You know, sometimes you have little kinks, and that's I'm knocking. And I'm saying, rethink your strategy on information. Rethink that strategy, because it may be counterproductive to the very thing that you focus on. And I know that the police have worked very hard in the past few years as it relates to community relations. I even know this very commissioner of police has high on his agenda community relations and keeping a tight relationship with the public. All right? And I'm simply saying that understanding what the overall objective is, it is my humble opinion that mining the information or hiding the information is not going to work. It is going to hurt the very thing that you're trying to build. It is going to create a problem for you and for all of us. So we have to rethink that strategy. For whatever reason you have decided to employ that particular strategy, it's going to do more harm than good. I have not had people questioning, and let's be real, no more than ever, the police force and whether or not they're covering up things. There's always used to be that, but I find that it is getting a little more frequent, and let's not go there. Yeah, let's talk about it. Well, not with me, but maybe with stakeholders, like with others, maybe people who you trust, people who you know will keep the conversation confident. Speak to these stakeholders, explain what your strategy is and why, and hear from them. So don't take it from me. Just hear from them what they think about the strategy. The police have not explained any strategy for me, but I've seen it. I've been around this thing long enough I monitor all this stuff, and I've seen it, and I'm seeing the results of it as well from where I sit. A word to the wise. Now, in Guyana, we have a serious development. You remember, it was just about a week ago that this vessel, Barima, MV Barima, sunk, killed some people. I think about 72 people so far killed. Now, the captain and his crew members, some of his crew members, they appear in court, and they were charged with 72 counts of murder in relation to the capsizing and sinking of the vessel. And so while he was coming out of court, visibly distraught, crying, and trying to give light to his working situation, saying that he was not given the proper tools by his employer. I think the government owned the vessel. Yeah? To do his job. See, everything was haywire. They didn't have this, they didn't have that, they didn't have this, they didn't have that. So how could he be held responsible?
Everybody knows the whole vessel is going to be the one is 87 years old in that vessel. The vessel have a lot of history. The vessel I'm not walking. The vessel radar don't have a radar. The vessel don't have a sort of rescue transport run. The vessel don't even have an import. Oh God, boy, look at those lights laughing, those lights laughing. You have to come to everybody knows the whole vessel is going to be the one is 87 years old in that vessel. The vessel have a lot of history. The vessel I'm not walking. The vessel radar don't have a radar. The vessel don't have a sort of rescue transport run. The vessel don't even have an import. Oh God, boy, look at those lights laughing.
So he's trying to say that, you know what, why am I the one being held responsible when I didn't own the vessel per se. I was only doing my job. And, so he had his defense attorney, and they felt like he was being treated unfairly. And so they too had a lot to say about this.
What the Commission of Inquiry is supposed to do, and they have already come to a definitive conclusion on this matter. And so we have asked for an early disclosure. This matter was heard before the Chief Magistrate. It was transferred to the Charity Court, where it will be before the Substantive Magistrate, because that's the jurisdictional court. And that we have asked for early disclosure in the matter, which I believe is on the 3rd of August, because we intend, as I said today in court, we intend to make preliminary legal arguments in relation to this matter. This is a complete unfair and an injustice, because the complexity of this matter you could not complete an investigation in terms of the complexity of this matter with such a short time. There are a number of experts that you need to pull together in order to assist in the investigation of this matter. And that is why there's a COI. The primary persons who will have to talk at the COI is the captain of the vessel. The captain of the vessel will have to appear before a COI. Now this man is in prison. And then you're going to have a second issue. There's something we call sub judice, meaning that if a matter is before one court, then not even a commission can look into the affairs of that matter. So there are going to be barriers to the extent that the commission can dive into things. There is a clear pronouncement yesterday that, and the fears of the Guyanese people, that we may not even see the boat back on water. So my thing is, how do they hope to establish the weight of that boat? Police.
All right. Okay. And that's some interesting points that he is making, particularly the timeline that is required for such an intense investigation. And you might hear about a mistrial. These things are interesting. But anyway, we'll continue to monitor this because I think it's a very interesting development. All right. I see that we are running out of time. We had some things about the Children Carnival Frolic. We have posted that on our page for your benefit. We also can tell you that there was the launch of the Suicide Prevention Hotline. That happened today, folks. Yes. Suicide Hotline. It was launched today. So, Suicide Prevention Hotline, so that that's for like serious people who are going through the situation right now and require some degree of intervention. Yeah, you can call the hotline and stuff like that. But I want you to go on to the YouTube, on our channel on YouTube, or if not on our channel on YouTube, you can also go on Facebook also and be part of what happened today by just watching, because I thought it was a really good launch that they had. It was a very good launch, and so a lot of information was shared, and I am happy that our beautiful Grenada is heading in that direction where we are taking mental illness and suicide and suicide attempts serious, because mental illness should be something that everyone feels comfortable discussing. Right now, it is not. And that's the truth. It is just not. And that is why people feel like their back is against the wall whenever they go through a little depression, and they decide that they want to take their own lives. That's the reality. Okay? So I am happy that we are going there. So, is it 9? I can't remember the number, folks. But is it 988 or something like that? But I'll get it and I'll post it. But I also would like for you to go check it out. That's what it's 988, yes. Yeah, and it's a toll-free number at 24-hour suicide prevention hotline. Just dial 988. That's it. 988. There'll be somebody else on the other line. If you feel like you've had it and this is the moment of no return, give them a call. All right, guys? Give them a call. All right. I told you guys that we were going to get a little tropical wave, ting, and that it will not bring too much rain. And so we did not get too much rain today, right? We got a little thing, but nothing to cry about. So we are probably getting experiencing the tail end of that wave right now, because it has already passed us. Yeah, we had a little bit of cloudiness and a little bit of drizzle, but again, nothing too serious to talk about. Here's your public focus for tonight into tomorrow. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy and slightly hazy with isolated light to moderate showers. Tonight's minimum temperature around 25 degrees Celsius, winds easterly to southeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate with waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. And for tomorrow's weather, that's Wednesday, we can tell you that the weather is expected to be fair to partly cloudy with isolated showers with an increase in cloudiness and cloud cover and showers overnight. Max temp 31.5 degrees Celsius, minimum just around 25. Winds east northeasterly to east southeasterly at 13 to 23 miles per hour, gusting higher at times, and seas moderate to slightly rough with waves up to 8 feet in northeasterly to easterly swells. All right, so that, my friends, is our weather report for tonight and tomorrow. All right, and we had to big up the people who are always on the business. You know, some people, they just don't miss a Mikey Live program. If you're one of them, I want to say hello to you. In fact, let me just go to the chat and see who's there. Yeah, I could go to the business and see who's there. You don't know that? Java, big up Java, the principal, Kieran, Valerie, Marcus, Eunice, Dabrio, that's Alice Dabrio, Michelle, and Marcel, Dennis. Dennis, you know, I never understand. I mean, I've heard it used all the time. I understand its context when it's used, but I've never researched it, so I do not know its origin. The phrase all and sundry. Shame. I hear people say it all the time, so I know what it means. I know its context. I do not know its origin because I've never researched it. Someday somebody need to explain this to me, because I just think it's weird. Why can't I just say to everybody? Why can't I just say to all? What is the value of the phrase when it is used like that? Like all and sundry. What is its value as opposed to saying everybody or to all? Please help me to understand that. All right? Thank you. And you could boast about being the one to teach me. Yeah, because, oh no, seriously, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know its origin. That's all. I just want to know why people use it and where it's coming from. Veronica, Suzanne, who else is with us? What, Marcus? You're busy tonight? Suzanne again? What? Suzanne and Marcus all busy tonight? But wait, I have to scroll. Yeah, chatty. Hello. All right, so yes. Suzanne. Marcus, Mikey, don't big me up again. Really? Suzanne, I always big you up. Don't do me that. Celine, what one? You ain't have no giveaway for us this year. Who are you talking to me? Valerie, what's up? Sorry. Who's explaining the all and sundry to me? I don't want to go research it myself. Somebody needs to explain to me. Maybe even if you could just send me a private message, that's fine as well. But you put it on the program. Yes, Suzanne, I find I'll big you up. Yeah? No, all and sundry. I had to watch it for myself now. All and sundry is a common English phrase that means everyone, one and all, and each person without any exceptions. It refers to a whole group of people together. That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, so why do we use all and sundry? Why can't we just say everybody or all? And is there a group of people who use it? Like, is it like, are English people more inclined to using all and sundry? Are Americans more inclined to using all and sundry? Who's? Here's Valley. Oh, you want credit? Okay. Suzanne, you love me? Oh, I love you too. Kieran, big up yourself. Okay. Hopefully another car. Yes. I'll do a giveaway. Oh gosh, okay. Since you guys insist, I'll do a giveaway. All right, no problem. So again, for the benefit of those of you who were like in the dark like me, I'm learning of this for the first time. All and sundry, and it's spelled ALLAND, not sundry, but sundry, is a common English phrase that means everyone, one and all, and each person without any exception. It refers to a whole group of people together. Okay? All learn something. We all learn something together. You never get credit, don't worry. One day. Okay, Val, we'll see you soon as well. And Sha. Well, I can't say that it makes no sense. Because if there's an origin, and well, first we have to understand the origin. And if we understand its origin, then we'll understand, it may help us understanding the why people use it versus everyone or all. Yeah? So I can't say that it makes no sense. Anyway, but guys, we'll talk again tomorrow, God's willing. I'll leave you guys with word from our sponsors who support this program wholeheartedly. So thank you to them, and thank you to you, and hoping to be back with you tomorrow, God's willing, again. Same time, same place. Take care of yourselves.
Every strong business begins with a vision. With roots dating back to 1973, OSV Group was formed by local business owners committed to improving access to quality goods. In 2016, 8 businesses came together, united by experience, expertise, and a shared vision. As part of our continued regional expansion, OSV Group proudly introduces OGL Grenada Limited. OGL simplifies sourcing for local businesses, offering reliable solutions, competitive pricing, and timely delivery through one trusted partner. OGL Grenada Limited, supporting growth, powering progress.
This summer, your plans don't have to wait. Take that dream vacation. Experience Carnival like never before. Invest in your education. Renovate your home, or finally tackle those big plans you've been putting off. With the Ariza Credit Union Awesome August Loan, you can borrow up to $75,000 for any purpose. Dream bigger, travel farther, learn more, improve your home. Whatever your goal, we're ready to help you get there. Visit any Ariza Credit Union branch, apply today, and turn your plans into reality with fast, convenient financing and the trusted service you have come to expect. Ariza Credit Union, your financial freedom, your future. Loans are subject to approval. Terms and conditions apply. See us for complete details.
We search for brilliance, looking far, asking wide, not realizing it's been right here all along. Makers, storytellers, dreamers shaping color, rhythm, and vision into something only Grenadians can create. But for too long, we've been working in the dark. Hidden, overlooked, out of reach. Until now, Goka's Creative Directory brings everyone, creatives, businesses, and the community into one connected space. Find the artist who understands your vision, the jeweler whose craft speaks for itself, the storyteller and musician whose work reflects who we are. Visit us at creativeaffairs.gov.gd. Your next collaboration is only one search away.
To meet the growing water demand in the south of the island, NAWASA, in collaboration with the Caribbean Development Bank through the UK Caribbean Infrastructure Fund, is implementing the Southern St. George's Water Supply Expansion Project. This project is designed to improve water quality, ensure a consistent supply, and protect our environment for future generations. We are upgrading our water supply system by replacing aging infrastructure, constructing new storage tanks, and installing advanced monitoring equipment. There will be dust, noise, and traffic inconveniences. We appreciate your patience during the construction phase. We believe in the power of community engagement. Your voice matters. Your input is essential. Want to learn more? Get involved. Attend our public meetings. Follow us on NOASA's social media and share your feedback. Reliable, safe drinking water means a healthier, better quality of life for all. Together, we're securing a better water future for Grenada. Join us on this journey. This project is made possible through the collaborative efforts of the Government of Grenada, the Caribbean Development Bank, and the Foreign and Commonwealth Development Office of the United Kingdom, with grant funding from the UK Caribbean Infrastructure Partnership Fund.
Products delivered to you via Superb Service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven Products, Bibbin Diapers, New Bright Laundry Detergent, Allegra Pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Welcome to the future of shopping with Real Value IGA mobile app. Now, your favorite supermarket is right in your pocket. Whether you're a student, a busy parent, or in the diaspora shopping for friends and family at home, a Yachty, or a Grenadian, our mobile app has you covered. Shop online with our mobile app from anywhere and enjoy free delivery to St. George and St. David. Or you can pick up your groceries in-store, hassle-free. Convenience, savings, and a seamless experience in Grenada. All right here at your fingertips. Download the Real Value IGA mobile app and start shopping today. Real Value IGA, bringing the supermarket to you.
Request, pay, ride. Dash makes getting around easy. Dash, rides that fit you.